Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Hey everybody! Welcome to Hey
Hey y'all.
Auntie. How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Hey auntie.
Hey, hey Auntie, how you doing, girl?
I'm doing wonderful, girl.
Good, good. Me too, girl. I just one of them days, honey. I just finished cooking dinner, and yes, there are women out here that still cook, and we cook well. Okay.
You know what they say, you put your foot in it.
I put my foot in that meatloaf. I can't lie. We gonna speed this up because I want to eat.
I know. People be
You know,
hating
it's
on
good that
meatloaf. I love
huh?
meatloaf. People hate on meatloaf. I love
Bro,
meatloaf.
it says because people just throwing a hunk of meat in a pan, honey. No, you got to
Yeah.
razzle dazzle finazzle that baby, honey.
Yeah,
You
you
know, but
do.
I actually base my cooking on how much I like a guy. You know, if I ain't really feeling you like that, you getting a Stouffer's lasagna. I swear to God. But
Ooh,
if
not a
but if I feel
lasagna.
you like that,
Oh.
I'll throw it in a glass pan, honey, make it look like I made it. But honey, shoot, if I like you now, honey, I'm in there. I done pulled all the seasonings out, honey. I'm cooking from scratch.
Okay. I hear you.
Did you
That
cook? Did
sounds
you
good.
cook for Carl when y'all dated? Did you cook for Carl when y'all
Yes,
dated?
I did.
Okay, and he liked your cooking.
Well, see, I know everybody's always like, you girlfriends don't do wife duties and all like that, but it's the same thing. You expect to see how this guy steps up to the plate. You expect to see how he treats people, how he does this, how he does that. Won't you think
Hmm.
he wants to know how you cook,
I
or
mean,
whether he can
in a perfect
cook or
world,
not?
so many men saying their woman don't cook. I'm like, but you with her. You knew that. Why you got a problem with it now? You wifed her knowing this heifer can't bake a Pop Tart, but now you want to complain. Like, help me
But
to
it's a
understand.
choice. At least he knew before he got into it.
Right, so you have no right to complain. You have no right to complain. You can't be up here talking about these chicks don't cook,
Well,
they don't
yeah,
clean.
I
Well,
don't
you
know.
chose them.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I don't care how it's. I'm telling you, people change. We grow. We evolve. You can be that
Yeah,
piece of orange candy all you want, and he can be satisfied.
right.
But I'm gonna tell you, as man gets older, that stuff changes. I'm sorry,
Yeah, he
it
got to
changes.
eat right. Had his blood pressure high. He got
Yes,
cholesterol. He got gout. You
yeah,
better find you a heifer that know how to measure your sodium.
yeah. That's right. That's right.
You keep messing. Y'all old dudes keep messing with the young girl. She gonna kill you, son. She gonna
She gonna
kill you.
kill you. She gonna kill you. Put
You
all that
making that
salt in your
diabetes
food.
Kool Aid. You better find you a chick that know how to get some Crystal Light.
That's right.
Mm.
Well, I don't know about that,
Oh my
but
god. I'm just saying,
look.
them young girls gonna kill you, honey. You can't be eating hot wings and French fries all the time, dog. You know daggone well your blood pressure 400 over 280.
Let me tell you something. Yeah, it says a lot. Southern girls, a lot of Southern girls. I'm telling you, it's an oxymoron for a Southern girl that don't know how to cook. I don't know many Southern girls that don't know how to cook. I know
Yeah, it's like,
there are
my grandmama's had me in
there
the
are
kitchen before I
some.
can even walk good. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But a lot of men, they claim they don't care, but then they complain when this heifer trying to chicken Alfredo you to death.
that part. That
Put a
part.
shrimp in it, girl. Put some broccoli in it. Dude, just don't get a
I
man in noodles
know.
and sauce. He ain't three. He
Yeah.
ain't three. He ain't eating with his hands. I mean,
Um,
Chris, yo,
no.
Chris, chick ever try to chicken Alfredo you, brother?
I'm a pretty decent cook, so I if I smell if I
Oh,
see it if I see it if I see it coming, or I see something that's gonna ultimately disappoint us both, I'll say, well, what do you like? I'd love to make that.
hilarious. He said he will take over for you coming here and feed me something like dog food.
Yeah, that's the thing where it's just 5% more effort, and you have a restaurant quality meal.
Yeah.
No, that's right. I know that's right. That's right. So, Auntie, how was your weekend, girl? Like, how was your week? How was your week? Anything interesting happen?
Girl. Yes, I am busy. But you know what? I can finally see, I'm smart enough now with some technology. I'm pulling up the YouTube and I see some of our girls in the chat. Hey Trina, just to say hello. Because she said last time she was saying
Hey.
hi and we sang to her.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry,
listen,
girl.
Well, this week I am so proud to say
What's that?
my nonprofit, the Revelation Cultural Arts
This week,
Center,
I am
is
so
up
proud to
and
say.
live, and I'm getting ready to introduce it to the world.
Okay,
So
yay! Now, can you share what that nonprofit is?
yes, so the Revelation Cultural Arts Center it's okay arts, but
Yeah.
we kind of do arts with a twist. And
Mm.
I like to focus. I grew up in theater. I'm a theater baby. I know we do
I'm
a
a
lot
theater
of
baby
television
too. Yeah.
and films, but I'm a theater
I started
baby.
in
And
musical theater, so yeah, I was that
yes,
girl.
yes, I
I was
love
that girl.
musicals. Yeah. And so, yeah, so I intend though, I mean, I'm not that I'm tired of Broadway. Broadway will never go away, but I
Yeah.
love to give that unknown playwright some
Mm.
time. So I did like when we were in LA and I had a little repertory company. We did
Yeah.
plays from people who you've never heard of. They had some of the best material. It was
Mm-hmm.
wonderful. Comedies
Right.
and dramas and musicals. So
Hmm.
there's so many of them. And so that's what I want to highlight. And I want to do that. And
Okay.
I also, yeah, and I also have a heart just for teaching adults, young adults, and kids life
Mm.
skills. So we have acting classes, I have stage classes. People don't even know the difference between
So you
stage
trying to
left,
get the
stage
whole
right,
shebang going on.
upstage, downstage. Honey, it runs the whole gamut of the arts.
So,
But I
so
also have
keeping it a nonprofit, are you going after a certain dynamic of individuals, or is it for everybody?
it's for everybody. It's for
Okay.
everybody, but I will have a certain targeted demographic for
Hmm.
children and young adults in the community that really don't have the help and support that they need.
Got it. Got
So
it.
I
Doesn't
will
kind of support the arts. Yeah. Yeah. I love
right.
it.
So
I
I
love
I
it.
I will be, collaborating with other nonprofits that do this a little bit more on the educational side because I'm more on the art
Hmm.
side. Girl, to tell you
Hmm.
something, I have learned there's no need of reinventing the wheel. We got to work together.
Hmm.
We have
Oh
to
yeah.
work
Good. Good luck. Good luck.
together.
I feel you. I
But
feel you. Good
I
luck.
mean,
Though.
because
Good luck.
even with your nonprofit, your Wigs of Love,
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
definitely,
Yeah. It's so
join in with
funny.
you. We could
We
do some stuff too.
Yes, yes, because I didn't do anything this year because of the fire and everything. It was just everything was just nuts. But I'm going to do something
Yeah,
really big. I've already started planting the seeds for next year, working with the mayor here in my city. He supported my last event, and he's been so gracious and forthcoming. The people over at Trillith and
yeah,
which is normally known as Pinewood Studios, they've been amazing. Coming back strong next year with that, but we're still doing things that we just haven't been making it like really known. Like we recently just donated over $1,000 of baby things to women who are in rural areas who may not have access to
wonderful.
prenatal, postnatal. So Wigs of Love actually donated all kinds of things for them, from baby blankets to bottles to
That's
classes,
wonderful.
like so working with Phenomenal Women's Health. Shout out Cheryl Burnside, who created this amazing organization that I'm on the board. And I said I've got to do something with Wigs of Love, so we donated a great deal to those women, and they're going to different, like counties that may not have access to the big hospitals and OBGYNs, and they can get the knowledge that they need, being and
Yeah,
it's kind of near and dear to me because coming with, I got gestational diabetes when I was pregnant with Fee. And,
yeah,
that was a huge, and then it didn't go away. So I became a type 2 diabetic after having my son. So, it's just been one of those things I'm near and dear, that have given women the knowledge so they know that, it's something that, having a baby is life changing, but it's also life altering, because they say a woman giving birth is closest we'll come to death without dying.
yes,
And
yes.
a lot of women don't
That's
understand that.
true.
So, yeah, so that's, I was focused on that this week. And then, being mommy, I had an actual weekend off, which is rare. And I spent it with a house full of boys. My son had a sleepover, and I
I
got to
remember
hang out
those
with the boys.
days.
Yeah, the
I
house smelled
remember
like
those
corn
days.
chips and
Those were
cheese.
fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trying to get multiple boys to wash their tails is a challenge. Yeah.
Oh, girl.
Oh.
It's like, where does that funk come from?
And
Gosh.
they never smell it. They never smell it. That's the thing. They never
No.
smell it.
No.
Yeah, so welcome everybody to Hey Auntie. We encourage you guys to ask questions in the chat or bring up anything. We'll address it. We'll talk about it. We'll give you the best advice we got because trust me, it comes from a place of love and wisdom, honey. We've been there, done that, and we survived it. How about that? So make sure you
Yes.
follow the YouTube channel. Make sure you
And we
follow
got a
us on all
t-shirt.
social media
We
platforms.
survived it and got
And
a
she got the
t-shirt.
t-shirt on. I didn't get a chance to go put my t-shirt on because I ran in here cooking dinner. Come on, Hey Auntie. Yes,
Hey,
yes, yes. Hey
Auntie.
Auntie.
Hey,
Yes, it's
Auntie.
a badge of
Y'all get the
honor.
merch. Get the t-shirts.
Yes, yes. So, earlier today, I know you came in on the butt end. We were talking about it earlier. I went on live because sometimes I just feel like I have something to say.
You
And
always, girl.
I ended up having a straight panel of nothing but grown Black men. And it was
Yeah.
one of the most enlightening moments because I'm one of those women that if I can get around a bunch of men and they can forget I'm in the room, I love to hear their conversations. And you can always tell who's the one that's healing, the one that's growing, the one that's grown, the one that ain't never gonna grow up. Ladies, a lot of times, if you can figure out a way of just going with your man to a sports bar and just sitting in the cut and listening, you'll hear
Yep.
some things, and the brothers took over
Girl.
my live and I absolutely loved it. They talked about marriage and roles and, the epidemic of very emotional, unstable men. They carried the conversation. And it was funny because I was laughing in my mind. I was like, now, had I been having this conversation, they'd have been saying I was bashing men.
Yeah.
But because the
Yeah.
men were having this conversation and I was merely a moderator on my own live, shout out to my
Yeah.
boy Michael Norval and my boy, oh God, why can't I think of his name right now? Jesus, on the tip of my tongue. And they came on board and they just took over, but it was so enlightening. And I think if we were able to have more dialogue like that. Men, for the record, we love when you express yourselves. We just like it
Yes,
when
we
you do it in
do.
a masculine space. Can you do it in a masculine space? Don't be clapping your hands and grabbing air at me. I need you to be masculine.
Damn.
Very refreshing. So shout out to the brothers that came
Woo!
on today and
Yeah.
shed a lot of light, and we even talked about, my, current situation of, going through a breakup, and they broke down from a man's perspective why what was done. And it was like, wow, okay, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
And, and they didn't say you chose him. How about that? They didn't beat me up and you chose them. No, they kept it 100 with me and they had some really good advice. So how about that? Okay. So shout out to those brothers, man. Like I said, brothers, we want to listen to you. We want to hear what you're feeling, what you're thinking. We just,
Well,
don't like it when you come from that.
men tend to hold other men accountable, for sure.
Well, they used
They
to.
do.
They were talking about that today on my
Yeah.
live. That back in the day, the OGs held the young bucks accountable, and the young bucks would respect the elders. And even though they may not
Yeah.
move that way, at some point they circled around and realized that OG was making a lot of sense. They said the biggest thing now is that, one of the guys that was on the live, he was saying how when he goes out with his boys, he has a curfew in his head to get home to his wife. He goes out with a certain set of boys and they're like, okay, dude, all right, we understand. They understood you got to keep peace in the house. And then the other set of dudes like, man, you want a leash, man, forget her, man. And whoop, whoop, whoop. You ain't got to go home and deal with her attitude because I'm coming in here at 2 a.m. So he said, back in the day, men did hold each other much more accountable. He said, but nowadays they don't. They actually encourage their bad behavior as if that's, it's a boys club. It's something like it's part of the code now. And he said he wished more brothers could understand that when a brother holds you accountable, listen. He's obviously walked in your shoes, been there, done that, knows the consequences or the results. He's trying to stop you from making a bad mistake. But, and I know the same with women. I have my sisters and my sisterhood, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That I come to that they are my accountability partners. Tell me when I'm stupid.
Yes.
Like,
No,
call
right.
me
Yeah.
out. Don't let me go down
You
that
have to be
slippery slope
careful.
of
You have to be
delusion.
careful who you surround yourself with. Now,
Absolutely.
I hope
Absolutely.
as like some people who see my husband, Carl Gilliard, some people see his Saturday lunch brunches with all of these
Yeah.
men.
Yes.
These men have kept it 100. It's like they keep the old school holding the young brothers accountable. They do. I've heard some
Mhm.
of those conversations. Lord, to be a fly on the wall sometimes when they're actually going
Right.
through it. But my husband has told me how some of the, and it's like they listen. The youngsters who are not married or
Yeah.
need somebody to, talk to them, they listen. They listen. And I
Yeah,
think
they
that's
do.
good.
But you know,
It's
but
good
that's where
to
they
respect
come,
those men,
that's
but you just got to
that
put them
shows
around
you
the
a
right
lot of the
one.
character. That shows you a lot of the character of those men and how they were raised too.
Yes.
I mean, even though I'm 51 years old, I met one of my neighbors the other day, and this woman easily is in her 70s. I'm not about to call a woman by her first name.
No.
I'm like, hey, Miss Olga, hey, Miss Diane. That's just how I was raised. You can tell the ones that were raised with a respect for their elders.
Yeah.
And, I may not agree with you, but there's a level of respect there. You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
Yeah.
with the whole auntie moniker, young girl might get it, I auntie, because I'm trying to help you. Like, girl, I've been there, done that. I survived. I see you going down this cliff, boo boo, and I'm trying to help you. But okay, but we all went through a phase in a certain time in our lives. We thought we knew everything, and then we realized we didn't, and we're just
That is
trying to help
true.
you.
Yes.
We're just trying to help
Girl,
you.
that reminds me, I think I sent you the video of the young kids whose parents were trying to do the gentle parenting. You
Oh
remember
my
that?
God, yeah, 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 yeah.
Girl, I could not stop laughing. I could
That was
not
so
stop
funny.
laughing. And those little
Don't they do
kids
that, Ricky?
kept
Don't
doing
do
it,
that.
kept hitting it. And then when you yell at them, you might have to use a
Like, sit your
little.
ass down. Like, they'd be like,
Yeah.
I mean, I had to do that today. Phoenix got in school today, got a little note home from the teacher. And he came in, he automatically knew it was going down. He
Yep.
just didn't know how. And I always try to switch it up. Like, I don't ever want him to be able to predict what I'm going to do in terms of punishment. Child, I had him in here like he was in boot camp.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
He had to plank. He had to do 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups. He had to do all kinds of, like, I had him in here, honey. He gonna be swole by the time he done with this punishment.
Girl,
but
you
I
know
had to
what?
put bass in my voice.
Yeah, I would like to know how many times any of these parents, if y'all want to chime in, how many times have you gotten upset with a teacher who kind of laid the law down on your child? I didn't say abuse him, I didn't say touch him, but he let them know the deal. It's like these parents nowadays get so upset.
They soft. They soft. They soft. They want their
Yeah.
kids to be friends. A lot of these people are having kids as accessories, and I'm gonna say it. Yeah, I said
Oh
it.
boy.
You're not
Yeah.
having a child to be a parent or a mother or father. You're having a child because it's the cool thing to do. It's an accessory. It's like a new purse. And you don't understand the dynamics that go into being a parent. I was telling,
Yeah.
Genesis earlier because he had to watch me, check my son and get him together. And I said, these are moments that I wish to God, his sperm donor was more active and present because to have to put that bass in my voice and now this child's looking me dead in my face, but thank you, Daddy, for telling me I had to put the fear of God in him soon and early.
Yep.
So I wouldn't be trying to do this when he's looking me dead in my face because he knows when that bass come in my voice, like mine playing and my voice is already deep. So imagine where it goes when I'm upset and very serious. And he's like, yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. You're right. Right.
Yeah.
You're right. I mean, but I so wish sometimes I could be like, ooh, wait till your daddy get home. But when you're a single mom, you got to do both, and when you got a boy, you got to put that foot to her neck. And then you sit up there fighting yourself to go in there and kiss the boo-boo. I can't go in there and hug him. I can't go in there and hug him, after I pretty much
Well,
told him
I
I
mean,
was
we're gonna
very.
always do that. We're moms. But speaking of Genesis, where is Jin Jin? Where is my Jin Jin? I thought Jen was
Is
on
Jen
it.
here? Where you at, Jen? He was here. Did he dip away? There he is. Hi, baby.
Hello.
That's my baby. Hey, boo.
Didn't mean to
What's
steal his
going on?
thunder.
What's going on, baby? You know what time it is, baby. It's time for niece and nephew, honey. What's up
That's
on the
right.
scene? Keep
So
us
this
hip to
week-
the street, honey.
Hello. So you guys, so auntie. So this week I got a couple questions that was trending all week long. There's been a lot of questions and a lot of debates that's been going on for the last couple. Let me fix my pillow behind me, baby.
All right.
So the first question is 21 and 17 a normal age gap? No one over 20 should be dating someone that's 17, right? So is that kind of like a normal age gap to be you 20 years old and dating somebody that's 17, 18? Because that's the Okay, go ahead. I'm going to let y'all tag me. Go ahead.
I'm just laughing because me and my friends, I grew up in a military town in Virginia. We had every branch of the military. We had Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine, and Coast Guard, okay, in a 20-mile radius. The amount of men me and my friends could have sent to the brig in high school. Because we all had a military boyfriend, and trust and believe, he was not 17, 18, 19. Hell, I had one that was 28 once. So, but in my defense, that was very mature for my age.
You know what? I was too.
Yeah.
And me and my girlfriends used to go on campus. Now I played basketball. In high school. And when I was a junior. Yeah, I wasn't a senior. I was a junior in high school. But I was tall and I was just a stallion. I know it.
You a stat.
We would go over to Winston-Salem. I'm from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. We would go over to Winston-Salem State University.
My mama's alma mater.
Yeah. And we would play basketball with some of the girls on that basketball team, right? We were friends.
Yeah.
And they would kind of mentor us and work us out and stuff. Never failed that some of the guys from the basketball team would just come in and they would be like, oh, y'all good, and whatever. What's your classification? And I'm like, I'm a junior. Oh, really? I've been here for a long time. I'm like, no, junior in high school. They'd be like, yeah, cut it out.
It didn't stop them, because I'm telling you, I remember coming out. Like, no, it didn't stop them, and it's funny how, nobody said anything, because I remember the principal, I know he saw this. I know Principal Kilpatrick saw this. End of the school day, and it'd be a line of Jettas, Preludes, Ford Probes, Ford Escorts, Blazers, Broncos, lined up, all dudes in their fatigues, picking us up from high school.
And they didn't even care.
Nope. Nobody said
didn't
anything
even
like
care.
all these military dudes coming scooping up these girls. Like, they'd be out there lined up picking us up from school, and a lot of us would take the bus to school, get a ride home, or get a ride to our job, or a ride to car, whatever. And it's like, it's funny, but I will say this. The difference then, too, as crazy as it seemed that these guys were much older than us, and it was definitely, suspect, they were still respectful as hell.
You know what? They were.
They were. When you really think about it, Latonya, they were opening doors. They weren't pushing us. They weren't running us to the barracks trying to get some tail. They was taking us to Red Lobster.
You know what? I am so
They was really nice guys.
Because if they were trying to just smash, I would have been in trouble. I would have been in big time trouble.
Seriously.
They were not trying to do that to us.
They were just nice guys.
Y'all. Let me tell
What's up, Chris? I see your finger. White boy Chris got it. He's looking like he's about to judge us. I feel the judgment in your finger, Christopher.
You were children. I'm not judging you. I'm looking at this and I'm going, yeah, they did want to, and
But
Just because you got,
sure they did.
just because you got some
sure
cheddar bay biscuits out of the deal does not mean that it was any different. I'm more curious. I just had to jump in really fast. Genesis, with your where you're at. I'm 40, so I'm like this. I've heard these stories before. Genesis, I really need to, and I hate to interrupt the aunties, but it's his segment, and I need to hear exactly how he feels in this moment. Just a sentence, even.
Okay, just a little sentence. Well, growing up as a child, I can remember my grandmother was, I think, 79, and my grandfather was like 93, 94. So I thought it was normal, of the huge age gap. So I thought it was normal. Yeah. But now that I'm older, I want somebody that's a little older than me. I don't want to be dating you and you still in high school. You trying to get your life together. No. You don't know what you want to be. So I don't think that's cool. I feel like you should be dating, some ages.
Nowadays, you're right. No. Nah.
But I mean, let's keep it real. Like, what is considered a dirty old woman? Because I'm 51 now. Like, I don't know about you, Latonya, because you was married and everything. But what's the youngest man you've dated? Like, from your age, like you dated?
Let's see, in my dating days, oh my gosh, the youngest person that I dated was only about 5 years younger than me.
Okay.
Only 5 years. I didn't date.
Shut up, Genesis. Shut up. Okay.
I didn't date anybody like 10 years younger than me. Like when I'm 40 and they're 30, because we probably wouldn't have had much to talk about.
Auntie Coco, what's your question? What's your answer?
Okay,
Coco, you was robbing that cradle, girl. You know, you was robbing that cradle.
I straight had a stellar moment. It was right before I moved to Georgia, and I met this guy at a party, and he was fine. I mean, beautiful boy. And he was a boy. He was 20 years younger than me.
Ooh.
I did a Stella for a brief moment. But I appreciate the fact that booger, I had to fly him out. He was flying to Georgia, honey.
He got flued.
I didn't flew him out. He flew himself, honey. He wanted to see Auntie.
No judgment here, sister. No judgment.
But honestly, I also never got caught up in it. It was fun.
There's
and what ended our relationship, what ended our situationship is that I was buying furniture for the new house, and he had flew out to see me, and we were shopping, and we were in one of the furniture stores, and the girl said, "Oh my God, your son is so handsome." I said, "Oh Lord."
I was gonna say they broke up because his sophomore year at college, was just fast approaching, and he was very stressed.
It's like. I'm doing what I had just been doing with my son. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
You know what? Yeah, that broke us up. That day I was like, baby, this ain't gonna work.
So Auntie Coco.
Yes.
Auntie Coco, so the next time you're on stage and you tell the joke about the fitted sheets and the boy not having the hot food, I'm gonna laugh my ass off, okay?
I ain't gonna lie. I get the young ones because they ain't never had their shoulders rubbed with green alcohol, baby. They don't know what to do. Break out that green alcohol. You're like, ooh, what's this, Auntie?
Okay, you guys. So the next question is kind of like a question, and it's a brain game. Okay. Now the other day I read this question and I was like, I need to take a little piece of candy or something because it had my mind thinking like. So the question is, a woman was born in 1975 and died in 1975. She was 22 years old at the time of her death. How? I'm going to read it one more time for the people that's in the back. A woman was born in 1975 and she died in 1975 and she was 22 years old at the time of her death. How? So what y'all think the answer is? Like?
They screwed up on the death certificate. I can't think, boy.
She was born in 1970. She was born in 1975 and died in 1975. 22. She was 22 seconds, 22 minutes.
She died
22 months.
22 years old. So I guess the answer is, I don't know, but a lot of people was kind of debating and throwing out different theories of what the answer could be. Now, the answer, a lot of people said she was born in the hospital room 1975, and I guess she died a couple later in the same room, 1975. I don't know the answer. That was just a lot of different debates and theories.
That sounds about right.
Yeah,
she was born
sounds about
Let me see. Phoenix, come here, baby. You know, I'm gonna ask a younger mind. You know, my
she
child
was born in room. 1975.
I want to ask you a riddle. If a woman was born in 1975 and she died in 1975, but she was 22 years old. Say it again. A woman was born in 1975 and she died in 1975, but she was 22.
You are not trying to make my brain sweat. You are not trying to make my
You don't get it?
Sweat.
She was 21 days old. He said she was 21 days old.
I'm going to take a trip to Jamaica.
Okay, I'll take that. Thank you, baby.
I'm gonna take
But he said 22 years old.
22 years old.
You said 22. Did you say she was 22 or 22 years old?
She was 22 years old.
Yeah, that's. Did anybody ever solve the riddle?
They were just sitting there talking and playing and arguing in the comments, baby. They didn't solve the riddle.
You know what?
Nah, you can miss aunties with that one.
Yeah. They said, Kayla Mullen said she was 5. How is that? She was
5. What? If she was born in 1975,
somebody say I'm too high for riddles.
Oh, so in leap years.
Right? Blame the weed.
Okay, Kayla Mullins, if you say so. Okay, so in leap years.
Well.
Okay. That made my head hurt. Okay.
I'm gonna take a trip.
I'm old enough to know I had to let that one go.
I'm gonna take a trip to Jamaica and see what I come up with. You get what I'm saying? You know, you think better when you're a little up there.
You do. I have solved life's mysteries when I've been that way.
Hello. Okay, so the next question is, what is a song you had no business listening to when you was younger? I'm gonna start with me. Now, growing up, I grew up with a lot of older people, a lot of old women, a lot of women in my life. Okay. So one of the songs were, it was an old song. Y'all know, well, of course you guys know Miss Betty Wright. Come on now, Betty Wright.
Of course.
Tonight is the night. You made me a woman. I got slapped upside my head because I wasn't a woman. I'm sitting there singing that song all through the house.
Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Lord. Jesus, no.
I'm singing the song all through the house. Tonight is the night that you make me a woman. And I got my ass whooped every time them lyrics came out my mouth, slapped upside the head. So what is a song you grew up listening to and you had no business listening to it?
I'm going to tell you a song I was listening to and singing that I shouldn't have been.
What's that?
Me and Mrs. Jones.
Oh, okay. That's about the women creeping on her husband.
No, the man. Yeah, both of them. We both know that it's wrong, but it's much too strong to let it
you better
go
sing,
now.
Girl. Come on now, you better sing, girl. See, okay, you was older than me. Yes, come on
there
now.
He is.
Me and Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Jones.
Yes.
Mrs. Jones. We got a thing going on.
Gotta be careful with you nailing that song so well. The algorithm's gonna take us down.
I would say for me, and I blame my father because my father did not believe in flying anywhere. We had to drive everywhere. And we had family from Texas to New York. So wherever we went over the summers, my dad drove. And I blame my father because I was 8 years old in the car singing Stroking by Clarence Carter. I be stroking. I stroke it to the east. I stroke it to the west. I stroke it so that she know that I stroke the best. I be stroking.
Yes. Yes.
And no idea what the hell I was
Coco.
stroking. And my dad didn't make me stop. He was singing with me. Go, baby girl. I be stroking. I didn't know what I was singing till I was about 15. And I was like, Daddy.
Girl.
Auntie Coco, what's
Yeah.
that song you were singing all last week? It was a song you kept singing on Tuesday. Do you remember?
Oh.
What? Was it Butter Love by Next? No.
Too close.
No.
Next, too close.
I was singing it last week. It wasn't the song.
It's something about tracking. Okay, tracking.
Yeah, be
It was about
tracking me. Be tracking me.
There it is.
Yes.
That's because the GPS got me.
I was going to say Garmin and Apple AirTags.
Because I had bought the album Two Live Crew. Hey, we want some. And my mama found it in my room.
Ooh.
And you're like, hey, we want some. Hey, we want some. I was 13.
You couldn't find me singing that song. Okay, so in the headlines, there's a lot of things that went viral over the weekend. You know, it's Tuesday.
Okay.
A lot of things. People was just talking and playing and talking, but I feel like this is very sad news for me because I grew up eating Red Lobster, and y'all probably don't care, but I love Red Lobster.
Red Lobster. My first date ever at 16 was at Red Lobster.
Really? Red Lobster is closing down 23 more locations after filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy.
Oh. No, not the cheddar biscuits.
Girl, get out of my head. I said, not the cheddar biscuit.
So first it was Chili's closing down because they ain't got no money, and now it's Red Lobster. Now, you know the cheddar biscuit.
Wow.
Oh, that's a good question, Auntie. That's a good question, baby.
Hey,
now, you know the cheddar biscuits from Red Lobster. You can find the cheddar biscuits from Red Lobster. You can find that in Kroger. You know, the little box.
I know.
I've seen them.
Oh, trust me. I make them. I used to make them. I used to make the mix. Buy the box and make the mix.
Really?
Yeah.
They taste just as good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And you know you can do it. You can do it with some good old biscuit, mix. You just got to add the cheese and the Old Bay to it, and lots of butter.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You get the same thing with biscuit. Mm-hmm. Yep.
See, y'all, Auntie is giving out. Auntie Coco is giving out tips on how to cook. Y'all hear that? She giving out recipes on how to make a biscuit.
Damn, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all better listen.
That's right.
Hello.
That's an auntie.
Yeah,
I'm
I have a question. At this first date, what rank in the military was the gentleman who took you?
It was an E4.
Genesis, I thought she'd laugh and go, "Oh, honey, it was a guy from high school." No.
Actually, the guy that took me on my first date, he was in high school. He was my first love. That was my first love. Yeah.
What did he teach?
You know what? He was a student, Christopher. He was a student. I mean, he was a little older than us because he has, failed. He had, got held back a couple of times. But he was one of us.
Just means he was stronger. He was stronger.
Yeah.
He could drink in high school, but he was still one of us.
Another thing that happened over the weekend, you guys, some sad news.
What's up?
Some sad news. Life is very short. That's why I always encourage everybody to live life and treat people right because you never know when it's your last day living. Over the weekend, Mariah Carey's mom passed away and her sister passed away on the same day.
I saw that.
What?
You didn't know about that, Latonya? Yeah, she lost her mom and her sister on the same day.
Ooh,
that's
crazy.
Tough. But it's crazy because I was reading some articles and she didn't have a good relationship with either one of them. Mm-mm. Yeah, no. she was on the outs with
That's why it's important to treat people right. And if you got any beef with anybody, honey, let go and let God, honey. Let them have it. Clear your heart before
let karma do your bidding, honey. Let karma do your bidding. Let karma do your bidding. Yeah, I heard about that.
Mean,
that was.
Did you know the story behind it? I mean, were they together? Were they?
She was with her mom, but it didn't seem like she was with her sister. But she did say she was with her mom when her mom passed. But her sister passed a few hours later.
Wow.
And she admitted that her relationship with both of them was very tumultuous. Like and that's got to be that's gonna require some therapy, maybe. But
Yeah.
yeah. So condolences out to Mariah Carey for losing her mom and her sister. That's crazy. We I'll keep it 100. I had to go to a grief counselor because I didn't know how to process the grief of losing my parents. I didn't. I was running from that grief with everything in me. And I ended up
Yeah.
having to go to a grief counselor to finally get to the point that I could accept and understand what I was feeling. And then it didn't help me losing my house right afterwards. And I had to go to a grief counselor for that. So to say the
Yeah.
least, honey, I'm about to get certified in grief because apparently I'm good at it.
Girl, let me tell you something. Grief has no respect of persons. No.
No.
If you need
I was
help, get your help.
And that's the thing I did on my Hey Auntie word of the day today was the word was process. Like a lot of us run from stuff. We don't want to deal with what has happened, what is going on. We like to, feed it with distractions, or like people say, jump from one relationship to another, or if a project fails, jump into another one. We don't process anything.
Yeah.
We just think that we can just keep adding things to the plate, and eventually you end up exploding. I mean, I think that comes from, you see that a lot with people who have like childhood trauma, that they don't deal with that trauma. It just keeps piling on. Other stuff keeps piling on, and then they explode, and then they're crazy, and then they track you.
Inside joke.
Don't ever forget. They'll always track you. Next week, our segment tracking you will be brought to you by Garmin.
Seriously, we're gonna talk about. Have you ever had a stalker and didn't know it? Were you dating your stalker? Yeah. Did you not know you were dating your stalker?
You didn't know until you checked your phone. Yeah.
Right. Did you know you were dating your stalker? So I know. What's up, baby? You got another one for us? What's up?
Oh no, I was going to let you know that was all that was in the headlines. I wanted to give you guys.
Thank you, nephew. Y'all give it up for nephew Jen coming in, keeping the aunties hip on what's going on the street. Don't go anywhere because we may need you later, honey. Okay, stay put.
Yeah, don't go anywhere, Jen.
Okay.
Love you, baby.
Oh,
so what's up?
I want to tell you, and I think this particular situation brought up the lioness, tigress, whatever you want to say, in women of a certain age.
Okay.
Tracy
Yeah.
Ellis Ross.
Oh my
put
God.
Her hand over her boobs when she was showing off a pair of pants at Fashion Week in Paris. And everybody and their mama and their grandmama kept saying, "What's the problem, girl? Put your clothes on. You too old to be doing that," and all this mess. I'm like, really? She looked great.
She looked amazing. If I had Tracy Ellis Ross's body, I'd stay naked. I'm just gonna keep it 100. I'd be naked for no daggone reason. I'd be at Easter Sunday service. Like what?
Yeah, but I'm just like, she didn't look any worse than half of the women on the BET Music Awards. Seriously.
Right. They don't say that about the housewives. A lot of them are in their 40s and 50s. They still out here wearing Fashion Nova. I mean, my thing is, it's like we're the only country that really has an issue with age. You go to France, you go to now England can be a little uptight. I'll give England's kind of closest. But if you go to France, you go to Sweden, you go to the Caribbean, you go
the Netherlands.
Nobody, the Netherlands, oh my God. Like, nobody's tripping. If you still look good, and even if you don't, I know I done been to many a beach in the Caribbean, honey, and I've seen a heifer wearing a bikini that I'm like, wow, I wish I had her confidence. Like, we're the only country that thinks a woman is supposed to just shrivel up and die over a certain age. And I think what it is, because you have these girls talking about that the old women trying to compete with the young girls. Baby, ain't nobody trying to compete with you, sugar. Why would I want to go backwards, honey, and learn everything I already know again? Why?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You just I just think they mad because their men are tired of Lunchables and air mattresses, and they done got hip to them green alcohol back rubs. Okay, so don't be mad at me because he can get a hot full meal on a Tuesday, and you giving this fool
Not
Lunchables on a paper plate talking about his hors d'oeuvres.
Oh my
I
gosh.
just don't. No, yeah, I said it. Anybody compete with no 20-some-year-old? Please, child, please. But any woman, like for real, like when I look at Angela Bassett, Shirley Ralph, Lynn Whitfield, when I look at Tracy Ellis Ross, I look at these. Look at Tina Knowles, honey, Queen Mother. Okay, baby, these women are amazingly beautiful, still put together, like stitched perfectly
but
at their
class.
age.
But with class.
Well, let's get into class. Let's get into class because I mean,
with class,
you know,
all these little young girls.
I know I ain't gonna lie. When I saw little
to
Kim
say.
Essence in that outfit, I was disturbed.
They got something to say because they don't know how to do class. They have no clue what class is.
Well, class is not what's in style now. You know, I was talking to the guys on the live today, and I was saying how back in the 90s, I could have on a full hoodie, baggy jeans, Reebok classics, my hair in a ponytail, and all I had on my face was lip gloss and some mascara, and I could book the finest dude in the club.
Yes.
Now they got to see, and the dudes, the whole point was, I want to see what's under that hoodie. He might have had an agenda, but we didn't have to put it all on display. Anyway, but now when you see dudes wifing women who you a whole wife and mother, but you on your man's arm wearing dental floss, and he proud of that. Well, like it's a different mentality now. But like I said, for the record, ain't nobody grown trying to compete with you young babies. You just don't know how we can look so damn good. Like Tracy looked amazing. Tracy was snatched for the guard. Them titties was sitting, honey, sitting.
Hey, trust
and
me.
You mad because you're 23 and you got to roll yours up in a bra. Don't play with me.
But most of the women nowadays, the young girls or the older people who are complaining about that, they either come from that old school where you got to be totally buttoned up, you know, church front row, or you can't, you know, you can't be excited about any parts of your body because these are the same women who look in the mirror and they can't stand what they see.
But yeah, you think about it, most of the young people, they walking around like, girl, I don't know what you're going to look like at 50 because 90% of your body is fake now. Yeah. There's going to be a lot of bad body Cicely Tysons walking around.
Listen,
now you go.
How old is Tracy Ellis Ross?
She's like 51. She's my age, 51, I think.
Okay. So
and I mean, girlfriend
I don't even know.
Good.
She is 51.
I don't even know if she's hit.
Yep.
Huh?
That's confirmed. 51. She's 51. Yep.
She's 51. Okay. I don't even know if she's hit menopause. But I'm going to tell you something. While you're her age, you better flaunt what you got because once you hit menopause and then that spare tire shows up and you have no idea why.
And hairs on your chin that you got to put in your will to please shave if I go on a coma.
You got more rolls on your back than than Krispy Kreme. Let me tell you something. It is not fun. It ain't pretty. And you try your best to camouflage and to cover it up and to dress it up and to make it look as best as possible for yourself. But when you still have a mindset that you look good, you better appreciate what you got. I mean, she, like I said, she didn't, and I could see, well, if she hadn't covered her breasts up, that would be a whole different picture. It wouldn't be shown, period. Okay?
Right. But I'm just saying, her boobs were sitting, her waist was snatched. She looks amazing. She's confident. I think also anybody that was hating on her probably ain't confident in their own skin. Because if you was confident in your own skin, you're going to celebrate that woman celebrating herself. But like I said, it kills me how ain't nobody, the game has changed, boo-boo. There are women out here twice your age looking way better than you. Okay, we knew how to pace ourselves. Okay, we didn't look ran through at 25. So maybe if you slow down, you won't look so haggard by the time you're 30 and think you're supposed to cover up and hide somewhere. Because, honey, I'm going to live out loud till the day I die, honey, okay? It's like that one chick you showed me, that vegan chef, honey. Oh, that's goals, boo-boo. I put her on my
Chef
refrigerator.
Babette.
That's goals.
Let me tell you something.
That's goals,
Chef
baby.
Babette.
Goals.
She's got good genes. I give it to her. And she follows a strict vegan diet, and she works out. She's a trainer. So she's lifting weights. She's working out. I'm
going to be the before picture of her, and I'm still going to live out loud.
Yeah.
I'll be the before picture of her and live out loud. No.
Yeah.
But
Chef Babette.
Anybody wants to die and shrivel up because you can't handle it. I'm 50, 60, 70, 80, still looking good. Kiss my tail, child. You just know you looking raggedy already and you 28. You got to put a gang of makeup on and go get work done every 6 months. And you 28. Don't hate on a heifer. Because Tracy, to my knowledge, ain't had a stitch of work, honey. That's all natural bread right there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's natural.
She is, trust me, she's Diana Ross's.
Well, look at her mama. Look at her mama. Look at her mama. Diana Ross is still. Oh.
Yep.
And I know Diana got to be about like 102.
Good genes. Just good genes. Some of us came from a family. Some of us came from a family full of Michelin tire men. Some of us came from a family
Michelin
full of
not
girls.
Mr. Tasty Cake. Not Mr. Tasty.
I'm telling you, you just when you lucky like that to get the draw of the gene pool.
I know. Hey, if you lucky enough, that's a wonderful thing. And girls flaunt you, Tracy. Celebrate, but screw them. I wish she hadn't taken them down and did another picture with 2 middle fingers. Girl, you look good. You look amazing.
Yeah.
Screw them people.
I know.
Screw them people. Anybody supposed to turn 50 and shrivel up and die? If you don't kiss my tail, honey, 50 is the new 30, honey, because most of us look better than 30-year-olds. How about that?
Yeah.
How about that? Okay. Please. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye.
Now, I'm going to tell you.
Did you?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. There's a delay. Go ahead.
That's a serious delay. Yeah. I'm just like, okay, delay. Let me wait.
Right.
But there's something to be said about men and women when we hit a certain age. Certain things happen. And men, it's like women, when you are fortunate enough to continue to look good, your black don't crack, or whatever race you may be, and you still look good when you hit your 60s and your 70s, there is something to be said about feeling good, but understanding that your body's going to change at some point.
Absolutely. But I think it's really mental and emotional. They say you're only as old, you only as old as you feel. Or that's the saying like that. Like you can tell a woman that not only feels good, that looks good on the outside, but she feels good on the inside. There's a different kind of glow a woman has that when she's comfortable in her skin, she knows who she is. She's confident without the validation of others. You babies got to put a bunch of makeup and weave and all this and toot it up and stick it up and poke it out and all that. When you get to a certain age, honey, and you feel good on the inside, it radiates on the outside. And that's a different kind of glow. So ain't nobody competing with you, boo-boo, because you ain't got that glow yet. You got to add your glow. You got to go get bronzer. Our glow come from the inside. It's different.
That's true. That is true.
It's different.
And so that's a perfect segue into my health minute.
Okay, come on. We need a whistle or something.
I know.
Auntie Latonya's health minute. Come get healthy with Auntie Latonya. Okay.
All right. So I have had a lot of people. I am certified nutritionist. For those of you that weren't listening last week.
Right. She didn't talk about what she don't know.
I had a lot of people.
Latonya's 93 years old. Look how good she looks.
Oh my God.
Hey, I'll be there in 2 decades. But I've had a lot of people recently talk to me about headaches or migraines or the muscle cramps in your legs. Okay. This is usually a sign of a magnesium deficiency. So if you're having migraines, if you're having headaches that are like kind of unusual, you're like, where's this coming from? No, of course, anything could be a sign of something else. And I hope you're checking with your doctor regularly for your checkups and stuff. But I would always suggest magnesium glycinate. Okay? There's like 4 or 5 different kinds of magnesium. Magnesium threonate, magnesium citrate, magnesium glycinate, magnesium. Okay? They all have different things. Magnesium glycinate is the one that causes your body and your muscles and things like that to relax. Now, a lot of times people take it before they go to bed so that they can sleep very well, and it will take those muscle cramps away. So if you go to the doctor, you get your blood work done, you get a lipid panel and all that stuff, get tested for your magnesium and your vitamin D levels, okay? Because most of us are deficient in magnesium. So you can order a clean magnesium through Amazon. There's not too many clean magnesiums on grocery store shelves. Unless you go to Sprouts or Whole Foods, they have some. But read ingredients, y'all. I cannot stress enough the importance of reading the ingredients. And if you do not know what the ingredients mean, like magnesium stearate, silicon dioxide, titanium dioxide, all of that stuff, just know if you can't pronounce it, if you don't know what it does, you don't want it in your body. Because 9 times out of 10, it will stop your body from absorbing whatever you're taking that tablet for. So if you have a magnesium supplement and it says it has silicon dioxide, dextrose, and cellulose and all this stuff, trust me, if it doesn't give you gut distress and gut issues, it's going to stop you from absorbing maybe like 70% of that magnesium, which means it's not going to help you. Okay? So you're only as healthy as what you can absorb. So that's my health minute. Check your magnesium.
And I have to add something. I have to piggyback on that, sis. I'm going to piggyback on that. It was recommended to me by a holistic doctor to spray magnesium oil on my feet every night before I went to bed to help with my leg cramps and also help with my glucose levels as a diabetic. I am here to say, and I attest, it works. It works. I have not had any Charlie horses, and I don't know how long, and my glucose levels have been wonderful. Like I was able to come off the pills and only do 1 shot a week because I think it was the magnesium oil rubbing on my feet every night before I went to bed. So I swear by magnesium oil, absolutely. Magnesium, yes.
Oh, and one more thing about the magnesium. My husband was diagnosed with high blood pressure, okay, just because his numbers were up one time. He started taking magnesium every day, first at night before he went to bed, 1,000 milligrams. The blood pressure problem is gone. Usually,
it's incredible.
Before you let them put you on a whole bunch of medications, attack that with magnesium. Of course, you got to stop eating a bunch of crap, but attack it with magnesium. Because magnesium, it takes magnesium to help the blood flow, your heart. Magnesium is responsible for a lot of your body systems working properly. And if you take magnesium and vitamin D together, you need to take vitamin K with it, okay? Vitamin K keeps the magnesium and the vitamin D, which vitamin D is not a vitamin, it's actually a hormone.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's good to know.
Yeah, vitamin D3 and magnesium take vitamin K. Vitamin K is like a driver that steers the magnesium and the vitamin D where it needs to go. So you won't have it calcifying in your joints and giving you arthritis and all that kind of stuff, okay?
Oh, Lord. Okay, good to know, because I tell you what. Thank you, Auntie Latonya. Thank you, Auntie Latonya. No, minute. Get your life together. Get your life together. Yes, okay.
We have music and all sorts of fun things on the way, and Latonya and Coco have been super patient, and we're just happy that this is rolled out and the fans can connect. So That's on White Boy Chris. That there's no music yet. So coming.
That's all right.
Next
That's
week.
all right. Okay, woohoo.
Okay, white boy Chris.
Hey now.
A white man that's late. Lord, this is new.
I just wanted to make sure the podcast would go more than 2 episodes. That's all.
I told you he was light-skinned. I told you he was light-skinned. I told you he'd just be pressing his hair. He's light-skinned. But
we love you, Chris.
We love you, Chris. We love you. So this has been a great show. I mean, I just love when I get this.
Do we have any questions?
Oh yeah.
Yo, any questions? Anything, y'all? We've seen all the comments. There's so many comments. I know MM says she blames Beyonce. She made it acceptable to wear swimwear as the new little black dress. No, Little Kim started that, baby. I hate to break it to you. Little Kim started that. Beyonce don't get that title. Little Kim was outside in a whole robe with some drawers on, okay, and had us all at Freaknik thinking that was okay. That was okay.
I saw a picture going around that was I don't know. People were saying it was from Freaknik, and they were saying, "Oh yeah, nothing bad happened," and it was 5 dudes, all with their hands on one side of a woman. You didn't see this going around? Okay. Somebody's.
It
wasn't me, so I'm marked safe. It wasn't me, so
somebody's auntie was getting freaked by Nick. It was wild.
Wow.
Yeah, Freaknik has a.
Yeah, I was smart. Every time I saw a camcorder,
I saw the documentary.
I ducked every time I saw a camcorder, so I'm marked safe.
I
ducked every time I saw a camcorder. Like nope, nope.
How do I know you, Carl Gilliard? I'm backstage watching y'all. What do you think about that?
That's hilarious.
He's backstage at the Family Business Book Tour.
Oh, okay. We're going to have Brother Minister on here real soon whenever he come off this.
I hope he doesn't mind. I'm pulling that picture up.
Set up Malcolm X's murder.
Brother Minister's backstage. He's in Detroit.
I love it.
Oh,
before you go, I know this is a lot of fun, but to keep the lights on, you all need to go see Coco when she's out and about. And we'll tell you about it.
Yes. So if you're in Phoenix, Arizona this weekend, make sure you got Phoenix, Arizona this weekend. Make sure you guys, did you not have that flyer? Maybe Chris hadn't posted it yet. I told him to post it.
It's okay. I just have some September. I have some September flyers.
Okay. So. Yeah. So I'm going to be at the Black Rodeo. The Phoenix Annual Black Rodeo. It's going to be me and my boy Pierre. If you remember the movie How to Be a Player, we are going to be hosting the Black Rodeo and doing a comedy show. So Saturday night, we're hosting a whole cowboy affair. I'm trying to get me a cowboy, honey. Oh God. And Sunday, we are doing the Black Annual Rodeo comedy show. Me and Pierre, we got special guests, we got singers. It's going down. So if you're in Phoenix, Arizona, check my page, check my website. I don't know why he hadn't posted it yet. That's the other Chris, not this Chris, the Black Chris. But we're going to figure it out. We're going to get it. But make sure y'all go to my page. It'll be up tomorrow. So you guys can check that out. And also, too, you'll be able to see us live at the Perfect Note on October 26th. Hey Auntie Live, that's the Perfect Note in Atlanta. Make sure y'all, definitely come check that out. And September 26th, I'll be hanging out at the Perfect Note promoting Hey Auntie, but as well with my boy, the legend, the myth, Jamario. If you don't know about that, honey, okay, that's a legend right there. So we're going to be hanging out together at the Perfect Note as well. Make sure y'all check. Oh, yep, Comedy and Conversations. Y'all better be ready. Me and Tori Hart are going to be hosting that, man. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be in Dallas at the Arlington Improv on September 22nd. It's a great new talk show coming out called Comedy and Conversations. We're going to have a male co-host. I can't say yet, but I know he's coming. September 21st, you guys can check me out in Philly. I'll be hanging out with my boy Malcolm Hill for his birthday with my boy Smokey Suarez. Let me get a couple of Lawlers, and Jay Lachey. So make sure y'all come check me out in Philly on September 21st. And if y'all feel compelled, man, the Funny Bone, am I at the Funny Bone? I guess I'm at the Funny Bone somewhere. I think I'm at the Funny Bone somewhere.
You're at the Funny Bone Toledo.
Thank you, honey. I couldn't remember. And I'll probably have Jin Jin with me. I'll probably have Hollywood Jin Jin. And October 8th, the day before my birthday, was it October 10th? No, it's the It's the 10th or the 9th. It's one of them. I'll be at City Winery in Chicago with Miss Renee, aka Hollywood Gin Gin. So make sure y'all check me there at the City Winery in Chicago. And I do believe that's October 8th, right before my birthday. So my birthday's tonight. All right. And if y'all feel compelled, honey, I have a registry up in my LinkedIn, in my link tree on my page. I need plates, y'all. Y'all know I ain't got nothing for my house. If you feel compelled to go to my registry, my Amazon wish list, I could show you some sheets. Okay. Help me out.
Okay. Well, look, I just want to give a shout out to my acting class here in Atlanta. Every Wednesday night, we have a wonderful acting class. It's the Carl Gilliard's Actors Intensive, and we do a lot of scene study. We do so many different things, and we're also getting ready to make our own YouTube channel, filming our own sketch comedy show. So if you are interested in acting and you really want a good place where you're safe to be able to learn and hone your craft, Carl Gilliard's Actors Intensive. Check us out on Instagram and at our website. And Coco, people are asking where they can get the Hey Auntie t-shirt.
Yes, they can go to the website right there, Coca Brown, the number 4 life.com. We will have a Hey Auntie store coming real soon. White boy Chris is going to handle that as well. And we're going to have lots of merchandise over there.
It's adding up.
Yeah, we gonna get it together. His light skinned side is running late, but the white side gonna get it up and running. So we gonna get it together.
I honestly wanted to see Genesis' reaction to you.
Auntie Latonya, I didn't know you did acting classes.
Yes. We have had a very successful acting class with 3 showcases so far, where we had so many people from industry show up, casting directors, managers, agents, and they just snatched our people up. So yes, we have a wonderful acting class. We do.
My class, y'all heard that? Go and follow Miss Auntie Latonya, y'all. Go get your life if you want to act.
Yes.
All right, but y'all. Yep, I came and sat in, and it was amazing. It was amazing. I mean, so committed.
We appreciate
They were so committed. They were so committed, and I was just like, wow, you know. And as an actress, you know, you never stop learning. You never stop growing. You know, and I keep telling them I'm going to pop up just to audit and be in there because I miss that being in the moment classes. I miss that, you know. So I'm at the pop up, honey. Just give me a script to let me go. Okay. But in the meantime, I'll be doing Country Wayne skits. But make sure y'all check out the Call Me Now, the Rise and Fall of Miss Cleo on Lifetime right now.
Oh my gosh, you were so good in that movie. That was such a good movie.
This is the hair. I had this hair on in that movie.
You did. You did. And I remember Miss Cleo looking at her on a
you old enough, Call Me Now.
Call me now. Call me now.
Yes. Yep. I ran up a phone bill in college messing with her.
That was a lot.
Yeah, she got me about 400. Yeah, she got me about 400.
Wow.
I was calling that heifer on a big cell phone. But yep, so,
Auntie Latonya,
so make sure you guys what you say, baby?
Auntie Latonya, did you cook tonight? What's on the menu for you?
I am home by myself. No, I didn't cook.
Oh, what's still on the menu you gotta eat?
Latonya gonna eat a head of lettuce.
I was gonna say, yeah, exactly. Two cauliflowers. Yeah.
She gonna have 2 cauliflowers and a piece of broccoli for color.
No. Look, I am still
warm
a
tap
Southern
water
girl. I like to eat. That's part of my problem. So I made myself some homemade coleslaw. So I still have that.
There's your lettuce.
And I made some salmon the other day. So, you know, it's time to get rid of that. It's time for that to go. If I don't eat my salmon tonight, I got to throw it away. So, yeah, I'll just do my salmon and my coleslaw. And you know what I do? I have my red potatoes. I'll cut them real thin.
You and your potatoes.
Girl, I love red potatoes. You know what? They're starches. I don't do them. I shouldn't be doing them often, but I don't do them that often. But every now and then, they are so good. I make my own French fries. I try not to go to these places and get French fries because they are horrible for you.
They are.
I make my own.
No, but I do.
I just
like
slice them real thin, coat them in some olive oil, put them in the oven, boil them bake them real fast.
I made those yesterday for my son, and he tore them up. I can't lie.
Girl, it's good.
I put a little sprinkle some rosemary on there with some garlic. And he said tonight, he said, I made mashed potatoes. He was like, Mommy, you make the roast potatoes. I'm like, okay.
Yes. I'm going to tell you something. The more you cook, the healthier your kids will be, and the more they will like it.
No, he gets mad when we go out to eat. He doesn't like me to order out. He'd rather me cook. He's been that way since he was about 5. He's like, you're not cooking? You're not cooking, Mommy? So, you get mad when I come in here with styrofoam containers, honey. Like, why you do that? But if I can just find a man that appreciated my cooking like that, I'd be winning.
Girl, they still exist. They still exist. Trust me. They do. They still exist, especially in our age range. They exist.
I'm trying to be worried about if my man takes his gout medication on time. I ain't got time.
Girl, I ain't talking about that.
If you're under the age of 40, Coca will be taking your submissions if you just want to
please.
DM her.
I need to see your medical records. You can't have but 2 ailments, okay? Mm-hmm. If your whole pill box is full with more than 2 pills for every day of the week, we ain't gonna make it. That's all. I need you to be a little bit more spry.
Man, I feel so sorry for y'all. I feel so sorry for men nowadays. I really do. I really do. Because
sorry for men.
There are so many women who are faking the funk. I know probably faking the funk. Like trying to pretend that there's something that they're not. Like a man on the first date, the representative shows up. Just like a lot of women, the representative shows up. And then you get mad when the man, we ran into this in Minneapolis. You get mad when you find out some things, if the man takes you to the wrong restaurant, if the man don't spend enough money, if the man ain't got all this and got all that. And I'm like, most of the women don't even have that for themselves.
Didn't we talk about this? They ain't like it when I brought that up. I said, well, how much money you make? Asking why that man got to make 6 figures. Well, how much money you make, sugar? They was mad at me about that, but they be all right. They be all right. I just wish I could meet a man that didn't lie. Does he exist?
I don't know.
I want this to be recorded, Chris, that I stomped Auntie Latonya.
Yeah, you did.
We're only 3 shows in, but this is a
positive affirmation. Yeah. She usually
I don't know anybody who.
He was like,
I don't know anyone who doesn't lie. Man, woman, child. I don't know anyone who doesn't lie. I can't say
lie
I
with
do.
Purpose. Can you lie with purpose? Lie with a purpose. Some just lie to lie. You just lie to lie. Dude, I'm looking dead at you. You wearing a red shirt. Why are you telling me it's blue? Like, so just lie with a purpose. Lie with a purpose. Lie with a purpose. Don't lie with a purpose. Just don't laugh and don't be lying. All right. Okay.
We're going to be all right, y'all.
Yeah, we're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. Absolutely. We outside, honey. I am radically loving myself right now. And we're going to talk about that on the next episode, about self-love, self-care, radically loving yourself. Because, honey, some of us just tired. We tired. We tired. We tired. All that love I keep giving out, I'm going to take it back. I'm taking it back. I'm reclaiming my time. Okay.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. We love y'all. Bye.
We love
y'all. Wow. Make sure y'all follow Hey Auntie PC. Follow it. And my name is wrong on my Instagram, but we're going to fix that next week.